ministerial and government decision-making in regard to policing and justice, I wish to refer to the need to establish a public inquiry into the death of Shane O'Farrell at Carrickmacross. The person responsible for the death of Shane had a litany of convictions in courts north and south for serious offences. It was an appalling failure of the justice system that this convicted person was free and driving a car, causing Shane's death in a hit-and-run accident. It is absolutely appalling that such a convicted person was not in prison. I listened on a number of occasions to Lucia O'Farrell outline in detail and with great clarity the dysfunctionality of so many elements of the criminal justice system that led to her son's tragic death. The O'Farrell family have campaigned with great dignity and fortitude in seeking justice. Justice needs to be done. The scoping exercise was established by a previous Minister for Justice a considerable length of time ago. We need this public inquiry process to be advanced without further delay. The O'Farrell family have been failed by this state for far too long. Thank you.
Secondly, Deputy Smith, Deputy O'Reilly raised the issue in terms of the death of Shane O'Farrell and the absolute desire of Lucia O'Farrell and the Farrell family to get justice in respect of the tragic loss of their son, Shane. I know Deputy Smith has been a long-term advocate for the family, and the Deputy, as you know, highly respected retired Judge Gerard Houghton was appointed to conduct a scoping exercise into the tragic circumstances surrounding Shane's death. The purpose of that exercise was to advise in terms of a further investigation of inquiry and the manner of that, and to advise on the form of such an investigation or inquiry, and in terms of reference, if he desired, was of a view that there should be one, although the Dáil has committed to one, I have to acknowledge that. He furnished an interim report in November 2019. He stated at that stage he would not restrict or limit Shane's family in their submissions to him or the nature and extent of the documentation they wish to furnish to him in his scoping exercise. The judge is completely independent in conducting this scoping exercise. I can't comment on it right now or any aspect of the judge's work, but I do understand fully the desire of members in the House, Smith, Riley, others, Deputy McGuinness and others who have consistently raised this to bring the scoping inquiry to a conclusion and to move forward. I genuinely regret the process has taken significantly longer than any of us would have liked. I'm also aware that the judge is doing all that he can to ensure that the concerns which the family have raised with him during the process are followed through to the greatest extent possible. I understand that Judge Houghton has been in contact with the O'Farrell family throughout his scoping exercise. Judge Houghton has recently written to the Department of Justice on the week beginning the 5th of July, indicating that there are some minor matters to be addressed in relation to one aspect of the inquiry. Once those matters have been addressed, he intends to seek comments and or corrections on that aspect of the draft report from interested parties, including the O'Farrell family. Following receipt of responses from these parties, Judge Houghton will be in a position to finalise his report. The Department of Justice will continue to provide all necessary assistance to Judge Houghton, and the Minister for Justice looks forward to receiving his final report and to update the House in relation to the matter.